Jokić. Jokić. He's too damn good. It's not fair, all the things he can do. And, you know, he's so funny. I love the guy. He doesn't look like he's doing anything. You know, he's not going fast. He's not jumping high. You know, it's kind of Larry Birdish, you know, in a way.
I mean, he's the best player in the world. And I think our guys on our team, you know, we have 12 of the best players in the world. And I think they would all tell you he's probably the number one guy right now.
Right now, Nikola Jokić isn't just a superstar. He's changing what it means to be a top player in the NBA. The Denver Nuggets star player has amazed everyone by combining traditional skills with modern versatility. Standing 7 feet tall, he plays like a point guard, scores efficiently, and controls the game without relying on pure athleticism. Jokić is one of a kind, and the basketball world is taking notice. NBA coaches, analysts, and former players are running out of ways to describe his greatness. Some say he's the most skilled big man ever, others call him the best player in the world, and many believe he's transforming the center position forever. But what do the NBA coaches who have to game plan against him think? JJ Redick, a former NBA player, analyst, and coach, has seen a lot of top talent, but when it comes to Jokić, he doesn't hold back. Redick recently said that Jokić is the best player in the world. In an interview, he explained how hard it is to slow Jokić down. Even when teams try to limit his impact by double-teaming him or changing up defenders, Jokić still controls the game. Redick pointed out that Jokić leads the NBA in touches, meaning he's always going to be involved and make the right play. Even when teams throw different strategies at him, it doesn't matter, Jokić still dictates the flow of the game. Redick made it clear in another interview that Jokić is at the top of the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, again, he leads the NBA in touches. He's going to touch the ball, and we tried to limit his touches as much as possible. Thought Rui was outstanding. He was a warrior tonight, a warrior.
That's not just high praise, it's a clear statement. And Redick isn't the only one who feels this way. Jokic's ability to step up in the playoffs, lead his team when it matters, and put up historic numbers while making everyone around him better has earned him a spot at the top. He's not just a great center, not just an amazing passer for his position, and not just an efficient scorer, he's the best player in the world. As Redick said, if you don't agree, he'll respectfully disagree with you. If there's one coach who truly understands the challenge of guarding Nikola Jokić, it's Chris Finch. As the coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Finch has faced some of the best players in NBA history, but when it comes to Jokić, he admits there's no real solution. After one of Jokic's dominant performances, Finch couldn't sugarcoat how tough it is for his team to stop him.
Let me say something real quick. Let me just say something. Nikola Jokić is the best player in the world right now. If you don't believe that, I will respectfully disagree with you. There's no shade. There's no hate. You're allowed to disagree with that statement. He's the best player in the world right now. He's on a historic playoff run.
That's a head coach openly admitting defeat, and Finch isn't the only one. Coaches all over the league have had the same experience. You throw a double team at Jokić, and he finds the open man. You play him one-on-one, and he picks you apart in the post. You try to speed him up, and he controls the tempo. You force him to be a scorer, and he casually drops 40. There's no perfect solution, only different ways to lose. Greg Popovich, who has coached against some of the greatest players in NBA history, from Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal to LeBron James and Steph Curry, has the same respect for Jokić. Even Popovich can't help but admire how unique Jokić is. In one interview, the legendary Spurs coach gave one of the most fitting descriptions of Jokic's game.
I mean, you saw it. He had an MVP, best player in the world performance. I mean, it's, you know, we tried to do a bit of everything on him, and he had it all going. So we didn't really have an answer for him. And honestly, we haven't had a great one from the last couple of games.
This is what makes Jokić such an anomaly. He doesn't fit the typical mold of an NBA superstar. He's not built like Giannis, nor is he as physically dominant as Shaq. He doesn't explode past defenders like LeBron or hit deep three-pointers like Curry. He doesn't even look like he's moving fast, but somehow he's always 2 steps ahead of the defense. And yet, he dominates the game. It's not because of raw athleticism, it's because of his basketball IQ. His ability to read the floor, manipulate defenses, and make his teammates better is something even Popovich marvels at. But Pop wasn't done there. In another interview, he made it clear that Jokic is in a class of his own.
He makes me smile. He has a lot of fun out there, and he's unorthodox. He doesn't look the part. I've said it before, he looks like a kind of a tall pudge kind of guy out there with no real muscle definition, so to speak. He doesn't look athletic. He doesn't sprint up and down the court. He doesn't jump out of the gym, and then he kicks your butt because he's so skilled. He's clever. He is totally unselfish, and you combine all that, and it's just what a great guy to play with. And on top of everything, he finds people, and when people receive passes, they're happy, and he delivers very often.
This is coming from a 5-time NBA champion coach, a man who has developed some of the smartest and most skilled players the league has ever seen. And yet, when asked if he uses Jokic's game as a blueprint for Victor Wembanyama, Popovich simply shrugged it off. How do you teach something that no one else can do? Jokic isn't just a great player, he's a basketball unicorn, but Popovich wasn't done handing out praise. In another interview, he compared Jokic to an all-time legend.
I don't think anybody can do what Nikola does. I haven't shown him any Nikola tape. He's a one-off, amazing, fantastic phenomenon.